So you just started out your One Piece TCG journey, but you don't know where to start. Well, here's a few things I wish I knew when I was starting, and stick around till the end because we're going to be opening up some interesting promo packs. So the One Piece TCG is fairly new compared to the other usual TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering. It's only been around for a little over 3 years, but within these 3 years, there has been a lot of booster boxes that has been released. And sometimes, you might feel a little bit more overwhelmed when you're starting out collecting. I know I did. So let's go. Here are a few things I wish I knew. Number one, familiarize yourself with the card types or rarities. It's important you know what cards are valuable and what are the ones that are common. I made a separate video about this, which I'll link in the description down below. But in a nutshell, you have your commons, your uncommons, your rare cards, your super rare, your secret rare or your SEC, your special rares or your SPs, and one unique type of cards for the One Piece TCG are your leader cards. Also, there are what we call alt cards or alternate art cards, which basically means that it's a much higher version of the cards from your usual SRs or SECs or rares. We also have the highest types of cards when it comes to value, which are the manga cards. And again, won't go over the details of each of them and how to identify them. You can check that on the other video. Number two, what to buy when starting out your collection. There's been three main booster box types for the One Piece TCG. The OP boxes, which you'll recognize right away with their boxes. I started out with OP01, and then followed by OP02, and so on and so forth. As of this recording, we are at OP13 here in Asia, and at OP12 everywhere else, particularly in America. So why the difference? Well, the Japanese booster boxes normally gets released 3 to 4 months earlier than the English version. Aside from the OP boxes, we also have the extra booster box or the EB boxes. Right now we're at EB02, which EB03 just around the corner to be released October 25, 2025. And lastly, we have the premium booster boxes or the PRBs. Here, we're at PRB02 right now, which was released last July 2025. Number 3, understanding the hit rates. Now that you know what types of boxes there are, the next thing would be using this information in your advantage in collecting and understanding the possible hit rates for each box. Now, the hit rates aren't always 100%, but this should give you an advantage or edge on how it works and what to expect. First, remember that the Japanese version and the English version would have both similarities and differences when it comes to hits. For the Japanese version, each pack has 6 cards, each boxes would have 24 packs, and each cases would have 12 boxes. For the English version, each pack has 11 cards, and after that, pretty much the same as the Japanese version. 24 packs per box, 12 boxes per case. You normally would get 3 to 4 SRs for every Japanese boxes, and 1 to 2 main hits. English boxes, 5 to 6 SRs with 2 to 3 hits per box. So English boxes are guaranteed you more SRs and more hits, but at the same time, it's more expensive than Japanese boxes. It depends on which is more accessible to you right now. This hit ratio is true for most of the OP and EB boxes, while the PRB ones is a bit different. First, you have to understand that the premium booster boxes were designed with players of the One Piece TCG in mind. This series is a set of reprinted cards from the previous OP series. Cards that were usually are sought after by players because of their playability. Because of that, the hit rates for these boxes is a bit different. Aside from some new SRs introduced in the PRB02 series, a leader card for PRB01, and their manga cards. All other cards in this series are all reprints. The Japanese PRB01 has 10 cards per pack and only 10 boxes per case. Each box has 4 hits guaranteed, with 9 SRs guaranteed to be included in the box as well. While the PRB02 has a guaranteed of 3 hits per box and the same number of SRs. For the English version of the PRB01 and 02, there's 10 cards per pack, 20 packs per box, and it depends on the PRB01 or 02 how many boxes per case. For the English version hits for the PRBs, it's double what the Japanese is. So if you're guaranteed 4 hits for the PRB01 Japanese version, then you're guaranteed 8 hits for the English version for the PRB01. That normally doubles 2 alternate arts, 2 full arts, 2 foil dons, and 2 SACs. Same thing for PRB02. Since the Japanese has 3 hits per box, you'd expect 6 hits for the English version. Personally speaking, if you want to start your collection, the PRB series is the way to go. It gives you the most number of SRs and box hits compared to the other OP series. Alright, and the last thing I wish I knew before starting my One Piece TCG collection is number 4. Purchasing loose packs or boxes versus purchasing one whole case. Loose packs are packs that came from an open booster box. And the same for a loose box. It came from an open case. If you were to buy 10 loose packs from 2 to 3 open boxes, the odds of you pulling any hits is very different when you're just going to buy an entire box or a sealed box. Also, I'll discourage buying loose packs as much as possible, especially from non-card shops or official sellers, as some collectors would sometimes stop opening packs once they get the main hit of that box and sells the remaining pack. Those packs are what we call dead packs because you'd expect nothing from them rather than your usual commons and uncommons or probably an SR. Now for loose boxes, you might ask, what do you have to lose if you were to buy loose boxes? Won't it still be guaranteeing you a hit regardless, unlike if you buy a loose pack? To which I'll answer yes, that's correct. You'll still guarantee the hit. So what's your advantage in buying a case or buying from a freshly opened one? The answer there is what we call case mapping. Similar to your box hits, there are several guaranteed hits you can get in a case. If you'd like to know more about case mapping, let me know down in the comments, as it itself is a whole new different video. Comment case mapping so that I know I'll create that video for us. I hope I was able to share a few things to help you with your One Piece TCG collection. There's still a lot of things to know, but these are the ones I wish I knew when I was starting out. If you found this useful, consider subscribing, leave a like or comment. Let me know which OP box will you start buying or will you start buying the PRB boxes. Until next time.